Alrighty, should be live here in 1 second. I believe there was one pitch, one out. So I believe Diaz is out on the very first pitch of the game. I'm right. Yandy Diaz pops out, one out, one pitch, one out. That's the way we like to see it. Hopefully this is, at this rate, Jack's on pace to throw 27 pitches. Very good night ahead. Here's Aranda with one away. Uh, 57 out of 12. What's that mean? Oh, yeah. Daniel's been a member pretty much since I've had membership. The Flaherty Legacy game. We're all seated. Yeah, Joel. And it's a 1-2 here to Aranda. It was a little behind. Diaz got out way too quick for it. It was like, what the fuck? That's a little shitty. There we go. All right. Uh-oh. Well, that's a homer. Well, it's 1-0. At this rate, Flaherty's bound to lose. I blame Joel. Everybody, let's blame Joel for this. I seen him wearing his Aranda jersey before the game. Here's Caminero now with a 1-0 lead. Let's hope we bounce back here, get a quick out. Sorry, Joel. It's your turn today. You better hope we get it going. Your goat, Aranda's going to be responsible. Here's Caminero, though. It's fouled away. It's 0-1. Let's hope that's really all that gets going on offense. Swing and strike 2. You hate Aranda? I like him. He's pretty good. Yeah, you don't really want to be throwing fastballs right down the middle. Or reliable. Not to hitters like Aranda. They'll hit home runs. Ball 1. 1-2. Do you think we're facing the Dodgers? I mean, if we do, I mean, that would be pretty crazy. I don't know what would happen. I don't think we'd win. Hell yeah, it is, Daniel. It's like 5 years. Appreciate you, man. Good looking out. Basically, as soon as I got membership, you decided to join up. I appreciate you, man. Long-standing friend of the place. I'd say friend by now. I'm gonna shit your pants. Yeah, you guys beat the you beat the Astros too. What's up, Nathaniel? Mookie Betts. What's wrong with Mookie Betts? Fastball down the middle is so nasty. The best pitch, medius pitch is a sweeper or a changeup bottom corners. Do you think? A question, Ford. Hey, B Major, I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Good looking out. There isn't really much to gain from being a member here, but I appreciate you. Thank you very kindly. I guess there's some stuff, and there's some emojis. And I don't think you get ads on my channel anymore when you're a member. I think that's how that works. I won't be mad. We'll probably win next. Yeah, we're kind of weird in game 2s of series for whatever reason. 1-2. Yeah, B Major, I appreciate you, man. But Ford, I don't know if I agree with that. The Tigers dominate the game with down and away changeups from people. Now, their pitching coach is sort of a weird and Lau strikes out. Will end the bottom of the. We'll go to the bottom of the first. They do take a 1-0 lead on a homer by Aranda. 1-0 Rays. Bottom of the first coming. It'll be Keith, Torres, Green, Torkelson, Perez, Dingler, McKinstry, Vierling, and Baez. So we'll see how it plays. Keith, Torres, and Green to lead it off. What's up, Ravens? This is your backup roleplay account? You always call the Astros cheaters. I don't. Is it a hot take to say that the Astros, it doesn't matter that the Astros cheated? Yeah, me either, Neil. The 58 wins is crazy. Like, what's come out since the Astros cheating scandal? Wasn't it 19 other teams are basically were doing the exact same thing? Something like crazy like that, where it's like, yeah, pretty much every team that was winning baseball games from 2015, 14, like to 2020. It's just like that's like that was the years of everybody was cheating except for all the bad teams. I'm telling you, if you go look up who the 10 worst teams were in the league during that run, they're the only teams that weren't busted for cheating or weren't like implicated. Like even the Royals World Series win is kind of tainted, they say, because they were probably stealing signs. Like seriously, genuinely look at it. Like look up a lot of these teams. It's like, how the hell did they win the world? Oh, they probably cheated. It's like, huh, how'd they win the World Series and never win anything ever again? Well, the Royals are just mismanaged, but there's belief that most of the good teams were like Boston was 100%. Like Boston got caught stealing signs, like the same thing Boston got in trouble for, but nobody gives a shit that Boston was doing that. They won a World Series in 2018 stealing signs, probably. And like the Astros did it, but guess what? The way that baseball or like sports tends to work is because the Astros were kind of like the best team in baseball at that point, they became the scapegoat. Very, very similar to what happened with the New England Patriots, right? Did you know how many teams were doing what the Patriots were doing? Like most of the league would have been in trouble for Spygate. Do you know the Jets got in trouble for Spygate? Like the Jets got the team that reported the Patriots were investigated, and then yeah, they're like, oh yeah, you guys are doing this, but you're not going to get in trouble. We already got the pay. Like you can't get the whole league in trouble. What's up, Miles? And Keith strikes out, one away. I put 100 on Detroit to not score today. I hope you're wrong, Devin. I hope that doesn't happen. They were, the Astros, like a quarter of the team didn't even want to cheat. Like AJ Hinch didn't want to cheat, Altuve didn't want to cheat, and a few other guys were like really pissy about it. Orioles 5 runs away from the Red Sox in the stand. Ooh, that's not too bad. Anyway, it's 2 away as Torres flies out on the first pitch. 2 down. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it's Pepio. God damn, boys. I think this is going to be a rough one for us. I don't think we hit this guy very good. All right, here's Riley Green. Maybe he ties it up here on a homer. Never know. But yeah, I don't know. I that's why I've always kind of not really cared about the Astros cheating scandal, because to some extent it is like they said, did that say 98? Oh, 96 too. That's still pretty fast. Yeah, Alex Bregman was the worst cheater on the team. Carlos Correa was very pro cheating. A few other guys were really bad about it. Fears. Who are the other like really like weirdly guilty parties? Bregman, Fears. He fucking snitched though. He turned coat. So Fears gets a little bit of a pass by people. And Riley Green chases a bad pitch. Tigers go very quickly in the bottom of the first. Top 2 coming up. You might want to turn your volume down then. You don't need to listen at full volume. I don't know. It doesn't even sound that loud today. Oh, it kind of does, yeah. Ugh. Let me see. Why is it doing that? We'll just boop, 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 boop. There we go. That probably is a little better. At least it should be. We never cheated. We may have never. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that too. I still don't know why the Astros fired Hinch over the cheating stuff. Yeah, not a good first inning, Mackenzie, but oh well, it's the first. We will reach 70 wins like all season. I would imagine so. We're only 12 away. Yeah, I don't know. Baseball tends to cover things up and kind of find fall guys to really fuck over. Like for example, like look at the steroid scandal. It's a good way to see how they kind of pigeonholed a bunch of guys and really quietly slept the. You know what I mean? Like unless you got directly fucked, you weren't kind of in trouble. It's kind of like the sticky stuff scandal. Baseball sweeps things under the rug, picks like one or two guys and fucks them. It's just the funny. And football does the same thing. Most pro sports do that. 100 wins? I don't know about that. That's awful tough. Basically, they got to win. They probably got to be right about 70 when the month ends, and then they got to go 15 wins in both August and September. That's a pretty tough thing to do because they're probably going to slip a little bit in August, like most good teams do. Ball one. Yeah, easy 90 win team at this rate, though. High 90 win. 100's always weirdly tough. You just got to kind of look at what's left. Again, if they go on like a 10-game win streak, then they probably get 100 wins. If they can rattle out like 10 in a row at any random point here. 1-1. 1-2 to Kim. There is no Epstein list, remember? That's what the president says. No such thing. It's crazy, isn't it? They kind of cooled off a little bit since their white hot run there for a little while. That's a base hit. Well, let's hope we get a ground ball here. Maybe try and turn two. We won 4 in a row. We've been on quite a little run though. The good thing is we haven't only been swept once, which is yeah, I don't think we've been swept all year. Except again, like you said, I think maybe one other time. No, because we only lose like 3 in a row. No, that's a hit. Nobody's out. Tigers don't even make a play. Oh boy, the shift, huh? Was it the wonderful shift that cost us another hit because the Rays just hit against the shift every time? Oh yeah, you know it's crazy. If our shortstop wasn't playing almost up the middle, that would have been a routine double play. Do you see why the shift is retarded? That should have been a double play. Instead, that's a no play ground ball, which is cool. And we're shifting again and pitching away from the hitters. All right, it's not going to end good. They're going to hit away and get a base hit here. They're not even going to hit this ball out of the infield. Let's see. 1-1. Because it's against the rules to have pine tar on your hands when you pitch. It provides a crazy competitive advantage when you pitch. The value of having sticky stuff is so overwhelming for pitchers. It's like super like it's not even steroids helped hitters as much as that shit was helping pitchers. Because what it did was it artificially jacked up your RPMs and your spin rate to to like levels that are not actually possible without cheating, and they were like that, and it was very evident. Yeah, dude, like half these guys can't even pitch anymore because they're like their arm is broken from it. Like Bauer was very good before the sticky stuff, and then he started using that shit, and he can't pitch anymore without it. 2-2. Because again, you adapt to a style of pitching, and like, oh, look how good I am when I can cheat. It's like, yeah, no shit. Again, it's steroids, but actually cheating. Like it's I dislike the sticky stuff. So, and I love pitching. It's like my favorite part of baseball. And I hated that shit so much, dude. It was so annoying to see it happening. It's like, get this shit out of the game, dude. It's so bullshitty. Called strike one. Like steroids, I actually don't think were like. I don't care if people use steroids in baseball. I don't really think it helps you hit the baseball. 1-1. Like half the league was juicing, and like only only like 5 guys were actually any good from the steroid era. Everybody else was basically kind of just normal, but really buff. This is just, you know what I mean? It was just kind of like, yeah, your 200 and 150 hitters still hit 150 or 200. They still struck out 99% of the time, and occasionally their singles, I guess, turned into doubles, I guess. That'll be a play in center field. Runners have to hold 2 away now after a strikeout and a little pop out, a little fly out. I hope we don't have to face the Rays. Yeah, that would suck. ESPN is garbage to watch baseball. I guess. ESPN is great to watch baseball, and I don't know what you're talking about. One of the few things ESPN does very, very well is broadcast the game of baseball. Which is, it's so annoying that they're so good at broadcasting baseball because they fucking hate baseball at ESPN. Dog, every single ESPN broadcast of baseball is just gorgeous to look at. It's like, oh man. Because again, they kind of let ABC run it, and ABC loves baseball. So it's like this weird kind of like ESPN doesn't really give a shit about it, but ABC has a love affair of baseball. So they like get really artistic and really pretty with the way that they present the game to people. And it's just like, man, I wish ESPN didn't hate baseball. Because they even have guys, like most of their good comment, they have like the best baseball guys too to like come announce it. It's just a darn shame they just hate the sport. 1-2. Because they're very good at broadcasting baseball. Fox is also very good. They're the 2 best. It's arguably ESPN may be better than Fox at sharing baseball games, but again, Fox is like perfect broadcasts. They've got that shit down to a science. Like it's like playoff baseball time when you start seeing that Fox logo in the upper court in like some part of the screen. Hell, great job by Flaherty to pitch out of a little jam there. Great job. He gets a strikeout. We leave the runners at first and second. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It'll be 1-0. Let's get some runs now. Yeah, I like the ESPN. Torkelson, Perez, and Dingler. By the way, if you don't like the commentating isn't part of the broadcast. In 2025, if you are judging the cinematic and view quality of a broadcast because of the commentators, just shut off the sound. Telling you, the $1 billion invention would be creating a TV device or some kind of internal TV software that allows the user to turn down the actual like commentator of a sports game, but like leave the actual game volume going. So it's like, it may not be like super loud, but you can still hear like shit going on. And it's like, oh, this is perfect. I'm telling you, that kind of broadcast would be so fun. Like, if I'm a TV person, I'm like, how do I create this? Because again, there's a large number of people that do not like listening to like broadcasts when they watch a game. They just mute it. Because they're like, some of the people, like some people like me, I like muting it, but a lot of people like I can't hear it. I'm like, these people suck. But I don't know. Like some people will watch the Tigers games before we had Benetti, and they would mute it, and then they'd put on Dickerson and kind of just put it like time it up together, and they'd be like, "Well, I got the radio, I got the visual, we're all good." And then again, you just have to time it up a little bit, and you're good to go. Once again, Torkelson, Perez, Dingler here in the bottom of the second. Let's hope we get some offense going. That was back when we had the Matt Shepard era. Remember how bad he was? And then at the last month of his season, like the very last September for him, he suddenly got really good at calling baseball. Do you guys like very clearly remember that shit? Because I'm sure they had already told him he was going to be fired, and then randomly he just started popping off about what the team needs to do to get better, and he like suddenly started sharing his real opinions on things, and it was like, oh damn, Matt, if you'd have done this 2 years ago, we wouldn't have replaced you. Fucking idiot. I just remember the ending of Matt Shepard being one of those things where it was like, ah man, that sucks. He was actually not that bad. Why the hell was he so bad at calling baseball for some reason for so long. 1-1 or 2-1 now to Torque. I feel bad for Mr. Shepard. A basketball commentator asked to call baseball games and just did not work out. 2-2. Similar reason that Max Kellerman gets a lot of shit. He's a fight commentator that talks about other sports now, and it's like, ugh. And Torkelson goes down looking, one away. Nice. What's up, Gibbs? I blame Gibbs for the strikeout looking. He's wearing his Pepio jersey. I know he is. Gibbs, I'm on your ass again today, bro. I know about your race fandom. Bro was wearing a Tropicana Strong t-shirt the other day. When his mom tried to buy Simply orange juice, he smacked her and said, we buy Tropicana in this house. Jack Flaherty's pitching for us tonight. 1-0 bottom of the second. 0-2 for Perez. We can't seem to figure out Pepio right away here. He's fucking us up real bad. I don't even know if it's the same company. I just assume it is. I'm just like, well, it's Florida. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Pepio is just a good pitcher, so probably not. We don't really hit good pitchers that well, especially not the first time through the lineup. We can settle in a little bit. We tend to get going. This is, I don't know. Are you guys impressed that I know how to say his name without ever once hearing it before? You got to give me some credit on that one. Am I saying it wrong, though? Or am I nail? And that's another. I think everybody struck out so far, except Torres. Yeah, we've struck out 4 guys. Somebody's got to hit the fucking ball here. We can't hit good pitching, but we hit good bullpens for no reason. Yeah, Pepio. See, I know how to do it. Look at me go. Look at that. I have 1,000 IQ right here. And I pretty much nailed every one of these race players' names. We have Diaz. We've got Aranda, Caminero, Lau, Kim, Mangum, Simpson, Caballero, Thies. How is that? Rated on a scale of out of 9. And we get out again. We'll head to the bottom. Oh boy, he's only thrown 19 pitches too. We're gonna get our asses whooped. This sucks. Top of the second or top of the third now already. Diaz, Aranda, and Caminero. Everyone's probably sitting there fucking with their jaw dropped right now. Like, he just got all 9 of those correct. That might be the only time he's ever done that. 9. Oh, I got Thies wrong. Damn. Dude, that's a hard name. Because, like, is it Thies? Or Thies? Or Tace? I don't know. Because I know it's not Thace. Like, I just know it's not Thace. Or the is. I know it's not the is, which is what I want to say. You don't like the Red Sox broadcast that much? Why not? Does anyone have thighs? Tiaz? Like Tiaz? Like thighs? You know, I could probably just look it up, but I don't believe in that. I think that's against the Bible. Top of the third coming up here. Diaz, Aranda, and Caminero. We'll just call him the catcher. They yelled a lot in the whole game. Yeah, I mean, some guys are excited when they watch sports. It would be really weird if they like whispered and weren't that excited. And the Red Sox score a run. Woohoo. All right. Strike 3. All right, Red Sox win. What a good game. Have a good night, everyone. Goodbye. That'd be weird as hell. That'd be super uncomfortable even. I'd be like, I don't want to watch this. Is he trying to hit on me? I'm just trying to watch baseball. I'm not interested. You don't like the Guardians because, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know. We have Jason Benetti though. I don't know, B Major. We literally have Jason Benetti. I don't know. Oh, radio. Oh, okay. Well, that's a little different then. We have Dan Dickerson though, which is really, I mean, we've got like Detroit's kind of been spoiled historically with like some of the best baseball radio guys of all time. Because I think it goes like Ernie Harwell. Um, there's a guy like I think Ernie went to Dan Dicker. I think it's like there's like a really crazy line of like some of the like all timers. And I think Dan Dickerson's going to be in that all timer category when he's all done. Jason Benetti just does a lot of sports. He did college football. He does. I'm ready for week 11. Oh, week 1. Preseason's fine. 2-1 here to Diaz. Hopefully the Tigers can get him again. 3-1. Not looking great. Gotta throw strikes though. I cannot. It's YouTube, not a it's not mess streams or something where we're at. We're not on the tvapp.to, Noah. You know, you could go to a website like the tvapp.to, thetvapp.to, and you could watch the game illegally there. No, well, not really. It's not you illegally. You can watch the game there. Anyone watching, you can go there and watch. There's no pop-ups. You just go there. It should be just straight up when you just go there. It'll be like one of the first things you see, and you'll just scroll down and click on whatever game. If you're a Rays fan, unfortunately, you can only watch the Tigers broadcast. So that might suck for you a little bit. Make sure you leave a like on the way out. I'd appreciate it. Especially if it works, you know. Should work on mobile, tablets, Xboxes, whatever way you watch games, it works. Ball 1 to Aranda. And they don't charge for now, so which is cool. Don't really know how they're making money on it. Genuine, they must have like the tiniest little ads embedded throughout the site or something, because I genuinely don't know how that site's making any money. They might just be pirates in it for the love of the game, I'm not going to lie. But there's no way, you know what I mean? The scope and scale of that operation's impressive. There's some ads somewhere on that fucking website. Uh-oh. Please stay in the ballpark. That's a double. You just click on it. You just click on it. I don't know. Do you not know how to use websites? The tvapp.to. I want to watch the Tigers. That second one. Click on it, and then you press play. And crazy, it loaded right away. So you don't have to do anything, actually. You just press play. You click on it, and you're good to go. Yeah, I think it probably should be banned at school. That site's a fucking malware trap. There we go. They'll get a quick ground out here to the left side of the infield, so quality out there. 2 down now with the runner at second. Here is Lau. Caminero ground out. You watch it for free just by having the site and just activating it. You don't even have to make accounts. You just click on the site and you just click on what you want to watch and it's good to go. I don't pay for free stuff. Because I have a theory, I have a belief that if you pay for something that's free, you're what we call a sucker. That's what we call people like that. Because you're easy to scam. 1-1. Like, oh, but I hate YouTube, so I hate ads, so I pay YouTube for YouTube Premium. It's like, dog, the ads are like just like regular TV. It's not even that, as less than regular TV was. I don't give a fuck. I grew up on commercials on television. You really think ads bother me? I'm good. YouTube's free. 2-1. I'll gladly help some people out. Watch a few ads. I can skip 90% of them, so I don't really care. And even if they become 2 30-second unskippable ads, do I give a fuck? Not really. 1 minute of ads for all the free content I'm gonna get. Because then again, if it goes to 2 30-second unskippable ads, the number of ads per video drops, which is pretty good. I've already showed you. If you're not smart enough to figure it out, Noah, that's not my problem. At this point, I don't care about your problems. I already showed you how to do it by not being stupid. That's how you watch the game for free. Yeah, at this point, yeah, it's just, dog, you just don't know how to use the internet. I don't know how to help you. I handheld you through it. You just go and press play. I think it auto plays on almost everything except my computer. By the way, my 64-year-old dad knows how to operate the TV app.to. So, however you feel about that, a boomer can. Okay, I was gonna say, bud. I was gonna say, come on, man. My dad is an old boomer. What's up, Yusuf? How you doing, buddy? And even he knows how to use the TV app. He can use MLB 66. He can use a lot of those sites. To be fair, he's not. That'll be fouled away. The 8th pitch of the at bat coming up. Top 3, 2 away, runner at second. No, he's not. He said he's just fucking around, Seth. I was gonna say, I was like, come on, man, it can't be that hard to figure out, Noah. You can watch other live TV stuff on that site. It works pretty good. It's a little slow, but I mean, it works. No, yeah, I figured, damn, that'll be a base hit. 2-0 Rays. By the way, our offense is going. That might be enough. I think we may be cooked. I blame Noah. Or not Noah. I blame Joel today. Here's Kim now. Hopefully they can get it out here. No, I believe your name is Jameer Gibbs. By the way, did you see that Jameer was rated as the 3rd best running back? Now, Muhammad or Yusuf, I've thought about doing like a MLB picks video that like you'd have to do it every day, and I just don't feel like doing that. Or like there'd be too many games in a week to pick. I don't feel like doing all that for every team. I'm just not as dialed in to other MLB teams as I am with NFL teams. For whatever reason, I can kind of balance 30 teams in my head for NFL for 16, 17 weeks. But I can't really do that for a baseball. And it's just because each team plays 162 games. It would be too much. My brain would break. No, I don't want to do that. 1-2. That would completely make me hate baseball. I'd be like, no, I'm good. I don't do fantasy baseball for the same reason. There's too many games, dude. I don't give a fuck like that. Football's fun because it's like 18 games. 16. Well, so right now it's 17. And Kim strikes out, but they get a run. 2-0, bottom of the 3rd. I don't know. I like doing football stuff because it's fun for me. And I don't know. I just don't. I genuinely just do not like other baseball teams. Like if someone starts to tell me too much about their team, I'll straight up very rudely be like, I don't really give a shit what you're telling me. I hope your team loses. Like I start getting rude about it. Like if you ask Laura, if he talks too much about the Orioles, I'll be very aggressive. I'll be like, Laura, I think you keep forgetting I don't care about your baseball team. I actually kind of don't like your baseball team. Or like when Jacob comes in sometimes and starts complaining about the Cleveland Guardians. Like, I don't care. I'm glad you guys are suffering. Like, this is great for me. I'm glad they have the same record as the Miami Marlins. Like, hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. What a good season for me. Um, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I'm glad. Like, what am I supposed to be sad that these teams aren't playing good, or like, am I supposed to care about the woes of the fucking Milwaukee Brewers? No, but I find every single thing about. See, that's why it's hard for me. Like, I like baseball more than I like football, which is a very odd statement. It doesn't seem like it, but I'm more passionate about football. Like, there's something more inherently fun about football, whereas with baseball, I'm like, I have this weird fucking mania that happens where I get really into every single part of football. Whereas with like baseball, I just focus on the Tigers, and I have like 2020. Like, I'm like very good at predicting how the Tigers are gonna wind up on a season to season basis. And I don't know how to describe it, but because I can watch every single like baseball game, and by like December, I'm like, oh, I'm ready for baseball to be back. Like with football, I'm pretty. I get pretty checked out by the end of the year. No, I like Jacob. He's a good guy. It's just I think it's funny to when he comes in and tries to give me woe is me about the like Guardians. Like I care very much. Like I don't care, dude. Here's McKinstry. McKinstry, Veerling, Baez, 789. Tigers being perfect gamed right now. We could really use something. Pepio throwing a perfect game. It's a perfect game right now. Did you know that it was a perfect game right now, Noah? Yeah, the Blue Jays are having a great year. It's just, their division's kind of a tight one right now. 0-2. Hey, yo, fuck the Cardinals. But I'll also root for my friends' teams when they're like streaming. So like, say Amir's streaming and I see him covering the Cardinals, I'll pop over and be like, "Hey, go Cardinals!" If Max is streaming, I'll begrudgingly hope his team wins the game, unless it's a game I need them to lose, and I'm like, "Well, I'm sorry." Yeah, if my friends are covering a team, even if I don't, well, football, I could never root for or even hope a team I don't like wins. 1-2. Like personally, I wouldn't care if the Bills went like lost every game. I think that would be hilarious. Come on, something go our fucking way tonight. Jesus, we're gonna get perfect gamed. See, Joel got out of here at a good time. Yeah, hopefully let's get a comeback. Pepio's beating our ass right now. Ball one. All right, finally someone took a bad pitch. Ball one to Veerling, who's about to hit his first homer of the season. Little V-bomb coming up. He said, Pepe who? Pepe ho? 2-0. Boy, we could really use a hit. By the way, if you haven't... Oh, wow, we're doing pretty good on the likes already. Appreciate y'all. Thank you very kindly. All right, 2-0 count with one away. Hopefully Veerling can find the base hit here. We could really use something. Oh, hell yeah. Matt Veerling, oh, well, he got hit by the pitch. All right, perfect game's over. Now it's just a no-hitter. And that's about to be over when Baez takes him deep and ties this shit up. I've already seen the what's it called? What do I usually say? Oh, the script. Yeah, I seen the script. This ball's about to be hit very far. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but one of our all-stars is about to tie this shit up. Because Jacob talks about the Guardians every time in chat. Well, I mean, yeah, it's his team. It's just when he wants. I don't care if people talk about their favorite teams here. Just don't expect me to feel bad for your team, especially not a division opponent. It's just like, yeah, I don't care. It'd be weird if like a Royals fan, Rob, it's pretty tough this season being a Royals fan. But yeah, that's pretty funny, isn't it? Like, I don't care. Like, it's fine to talk about your teams though. Just don't expect me to like, be like, dude, we're not doing so good. Be like, I'm glad, yeah. No one gave a shit when my team lost 117 games fucking 5 years ago. Why should I give a shit about your teams? And that'll be a pop out. I didn't say when Baez was going to hit that home run, just said he's going to. Anyway, here's Colt Keith with 2 away in the bottom of the third here. 2-0 Rays lead. Tigers looking to tie it up here with Colt Keith at the plate. We really could use a big hit right now. At least just a single to kind of get things going because we're being no hit right now. He has a no hitter going. He had a perfect game, but he hit Matt Vierling for some reason. Come on, Keith. All right, ball one. Boy, did we need this inning. We needed him to throw some fucking pitches. He had thrown like fucking 4 balls to this inning. It was pretty bad. Got to stop swinging at him. 1-1. Patience. I can already see what their pitching strategy against us. They're going to throw it just out of the strike zone because our guys are not laying off those for some reason right now. Like, what the fuck are we doing? They've thrown a lot of balls that we've swung and missed that out of the zone. It's been a weird game. Or that was a weird first run through the order. Swing and strike 1 or 2. Don't come to a Tiger stream and talk. No, people can talk about their teams. Nah, Kooks, I don't agree with that. I think people can come talk about their team. It's just, again, the woe is me stuff is the part where I just don't care. And I hope your team's feeling bad about themselves. Oh, we got a stolen base attempt. Did we get it? Yeah, I'm not ever gonna restrict conversation topic. I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna give you basically. I'm just telling you. I'm gonna give you shit if you come in here and complain about your team too much. That's it. I don't even care if you come in and you do that. I'll just be like, yeah, no one cares. I hope your team loses. 3-2. That's really all I'm saying. You can talk about whatever you want here. Just don't break terms of service. Or if I tell you to shut up, that's about that. Because if you're doing like terms of service stuff, I think I have to remove you. 3-2. But other than that, I don't genuinely care. Again, unless you're just annoying me, and then I'm like, all right. That's why I don't necessarily ban people for coming in and shit talking, because that's not against the rules here. What's against the rules is, the actual things that are against rules. 3-2, fouled away. Runners at second, though, so a base hit could at least get us a run in. Good speed with Vierling. Bottom of the third, 2 away, though. Tigers could use a big hit. First hit of the game could drive a run in. Oh, that'd be a walk. 2 on, 2 out for Torres. Let's hope for a single. He's kind of due for a hit. Like Gibbs, he hasn't really contributed much in the past couple games. Sheesh. I don't know why that wasn't even a good insult. You don't even play for the Tigers. You're like, yeah, I don't play for them. I don't. I think he got out on the first pitch again. Damn, dude, Torres sucks. 2 pitches, 2 outs. He didn't even try to have an at-bat. He just swung at the very first pitch and got out. Well, there goes any promise for that inning. We'll head to the top of the 4th. Still be a no-hit. Could have sat there and take a few pitches there because he is 38, so would have been nice to see the veteran drive up the pitch count a little bit. I don't care. I don't care about college football. Sure, I don't care. Oh well, Mangum, Simpson, and Caballero. That was a good pitch to swing at, though. Well, Devin, I think you might have just cursed yourself. You do know, Devin. I just have a question. Do you know how long a baseball game is, Devin? Based on that inning, Pepio's not having a good time through the lineup. I don't think it's going to last much longer for this guy. I think next inning is when the Tigers start cracking him a little bit. Just kind of based on the way baseball tends to go around. He's like, dude, it's third inning. That's basically the end of the game. There's only like two innings left, maybe 3 innings. Like, there's the majority of the game, right? Like 2/3 of it left. Maybe he's right though. Maybe we don't score. We don't get shut out very often though. What have we been shut out 8 times this year? Maybe 9. Which is hilarious that a third of our losses have been shutouts. It's just like, yeah. No, I get it, Devin. I get it. What was the belief that they'd get shut out? We're not really a team that gets shut out well. Yeah, we're very good at comebacks, very good at late inning and late game scoring, and the Rays bullpen's been kind of shisty lately. What's up, Jake? Tigers are one of the best late game teams in all of baseball, all the way around. They're good coming back in games. They're good at holding leads. Overall, one of the better teams in that aspect of the game. We have, I think we have one of our players has the highest batting average with high leverage. I think Torkelson leads all of baseball in high leverage situations. I think he's like the best player in baseball. Or like one of the top 3 in clutch situations this year. 3-0 here too, Mangum. All right, Flaherty, time to throw strikes. Tigers choke some games. No, it's just no. That doesn't really mean. What does that mean for the offense? So that means we're not going to score any runs. I would actually argue that if the Tigers give up a bunch of runs, they would probably be more likely to score runs later in the game. What's up, Nicholas? How's it going? Did you have a good time? Vacation all good? By the way, it'll remain 3-2, or well, it'll be 3-2 now. Oh, yeah, sounds good, man. Sounds like you had a pretty good time. Birthday was good. On vacation, obviously. Come on, Jack. By the way, we'll have another 3-2 coming up. Yeah, happy late birthday. Come on, Jack, throw a strike. He walked him. Fucking idiot. Here's Simpson now with 1 on and nobody out. Well, people are allowed to have opinions. Called strike 1 to Simpson. Who, the Dodgers or the Marlins? It's kind of when you say that, I'm guessing it's the Dodgers, but I don't know. You guys are pretty good. Seems like you had a kind of a weird game against the Brewers the other day, though. And then the Astros were whooping on that ass. It's been nice to see you guys lose a couple games because that's allowed us to get back on top for at least a little while. Ah, fuck. This game ain't looking. Oh, fouled away again. All right. 0-2. Mets can't beat the Orioles. Hey, that's good for the Orioles, though. 0-2. Yeah, Astros are on a good little run there. And then, of course, the Guardians somehow beat them. Baseball is the best sport for that. Simpson strikes out, 1 away. Here's Caballero. Let's hope for a double play here. Little ground ball. Try and turn 2. Get the hell out of the inning. It always happens. It's always some bullshit. Like, because baseball is a dumb sport. That's how it works. Whenever you're on your best winning streak, it's always the team that you never think will beat you. Yeah, Cleveland lost like 10 in a row. And they just beat the Astros like they just did like they kind of handily beat. I know it was a save situation, but it was like, wow, the Cleveland offense looked really good. It's just like, what happened? All of a sudden Cleveland was back. I think it caught the Astros off guard, really, is what happened. You don't really expect the team's offense just to go like that all of a sudden. To be fair, the Tigers had like a weird thing in June. We lost like 2 or 3. We lost like 3 games in a row one time last month. That was pretty crazy. You know how funny it is that we still haven't lost more than 3 games in a row this season? Can you believe that, Nicholas? The Detroit Tigers, we're almost at the All-Star break. We're almost to the point now where we can't lose more than 3 in a row heading into the break. It's just, think about that. We haven't lost more than 3 in a row. We've only been swept 1 time. We've lost 3 in a row to the Dodgers, and then we lost 3 in a row, like, at random spots throughout the year. You know how crazy that, like, kind of sets up a playoff series when you don't lose that many games? Like, you lose 2 in a row at most of the time. Or 1. It's just like, then you win 4. You know how dangerous of a playoff team we look like sometimes? I'm like, this is how playoff teams win games. Winning like this. They don't lose, like, you don't lose 5, like, I don't know. Not losing 5 in a row before the All-Star break it feels crazy to me. Now, of course, we lose 5 in a row, probably, right? Naturally, we lose the rest of our games. I'll be like, well, son of a bitch. Yeah, we're almost at 100 games. That'll be a flyout. We'll head to the top or bottom of the 4th. Bottom 4, Tigers keep it 2-0. Nice job by Flaherty. Flaherty's not even pitching bad. I don't even know why people give Flaherty such a hard time. This is actually a really good start for him against a really good team, to be honest. A team that actually hits the ball very well. Got to remember who we're playing. Ray's team can rake it, and he's only giving up 2 runs. He's keeping us in the game. Holmes is horrible with the Mets. He was better with the Yankees. Yeah, that's how, sometimes that's the risk of going for pitchers. Green, Torque, and Perez. Let's hope there's a run here for us. Let's hope we break up this no-hitter that's going on because we're being no-hit. Yeah, we're at game 93 for the Tigers. What's up, Joel? Yeah, Joel, you better hope we get some runs here, bud. You and Gibbs Rays are starting to get on my nerves. True. Mahomes is a Tigers legend. That's true. It's crazy that he's like an owner of the Royals, but like we own his draft rights. We should offer them the draft rights if we can have Bobby Witt Jr. Be like, hey, you can have the draft rights to Patrick Mahomes. We'll trade you, but it's going to cost you Bobby Witt Jr. and Seth Lugo. And Jack Kelly. No. Actually, I don't even want that guy. He's going to suck. I'm good on him. Yeah, he's like part of an ownership group. They gave him a little bit of the ownership. Yeah, we're pretty cool. I can't believe we have a 14-game lead in the division, Nicholas. Pretty great. Yeah, we're the only good team. We're also almost to 30 games above 500, just like the 84 Tigers. If we can win 6 more games in a row, we're 30 games over. Think about that shit. We're 24 games over 500, boys. Right now, we're 24 over 500. Do you guys understand why I don't really care when we lose a game and get like more annoyed that people are like getting weird and pissy about it? It's like, guys, we'll be fine. We'll probably do fine the next game if we don't win this one. The season says that. Ball 2 to Green. It's real hard to get down on this really unbelievably great baseball team that just keeps winning games. We beat good teams all the time. 2-1. Oh man, yeah. No, I don't know what's going on with the Blue. Like, yeah, they're playing really good. They're playing, but I feel like they're playing out of their minds right now. I don't know if it's a sustainable pace. Because again, they're playing way ahead of projection, but I don't know if that's like just because they're actually good. That'll be filed away. It's 2-2. or if it's like this is who they are, or if it's like a little bit of like teams aren't really sure what to do with them and they kind of implode in the second half. I'm very worried about the Tigers like blowing up the second half of the season, but I doubt it. I think we're just a good team. 3-2. I don't really see, again, some people like point to the offensive numbers, but it's like, I don't know, we're like before like the Cleveland series, but literally before the Cleveland series, we had scored like our last four series, it was like 21 runs, 27 runs, 19 runs in a bunch of 3-game series. So I'm like, I don't see where the like, yeah. So sometimes they don't score a million runs. That's okay. We're scoring just about 5 runs a game this year, right? Like right now, it's like 4.9, and that's perfect. 5 runs a game. That's about what you want to be. I can see the Rays being a surprise, even though and like our run differential is gigantic. Like there are no real indicators that this team's going to go backwards or blow up. Yeah, collapsing. Like I don't see the team imploding or anything because none of the advanced stats indicate that we're like a lucky fucking team. Did Torque just homer? Hell yeah, let's go. It's 2-1. Or yeah, 2-1. Torque just hits his 21st homer of the year. And let's go. We got a Torque bomb on the board. That puts us within 1. The no-hitter is officially over. Yeah, we're scoring 5. We're scoring 5 a game. That's like one of the best marks in baseball. Gibbs, if I'm not mistaken, we're like top 5 in offense, right? Like, by the way, our team OPS is a top 5. Like, our offense is like a top 5 offense, by the way. Don't ever let anybody tell you that we're not a good baseball team. Like, especially with offense. We're like a top 5 offense and a top 5 pitching team. 5 runs is literally like the top of the league. Literally, go look at our team OPS. Everyone has like above a 770 that plays regularly. Listen to this. Hold on. I'm going to rattle them off. 778, 798, 871, 838, 844. Dingler is 717, but he's our catcher. 816 for McKinstry. Vierling 546, but he's coming off injury. Baez 768. You know how good that is? We are exactly number 5. Yeah, that tracks to me. Like, this is unbelievable. Our lowest regular OPS is a 717. Dog, they play. Listen to the Rays, dude. They got a couple 800s, and then they have guys in the 600s that play like every day, like Simpsons, like Caballero, like we don't even have that. Yeah, our offense is crazy good. I don't know why people get so worked up about it. We are exactly number 5. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they're a young team that's getting their hitting going. Nobody, I guess. Technically, Flaherty's having the worst season, but like he's not even that bad. He's like he'd be a good 5 starter on almost every team. The Tigers are one of the best pitching teams in baseball. Probably top 3. They're probably number 3. Diaz, Aranda, and Caminero do up here in the top of the 5th. Tigers get a run back on Spencer Torkelson's 21st homer of the year. And Flaherty's usually good. He's having a weird year. I think he's pitching through an injury, but he doesn't want to say anything because the team kind of needs him. And he's not that injured, so he's not going to miss time over it. But I really feel like if Job was healthy, Montero was good. Like if everybody was healthy, Flaherty would be out right now. I fully believe that. Yeah, if Montero could just keep pitching good, though, that really would help our woes out. I hope they just give him the thing we should do with Montero is just give him starts until he sucks at starting. And then be like, all right, back to the bullpen you go, bitch. Just let him be our 5th starter. Like, I really think it's fine to let Montero just be our 4th or 5th starter and give our bullpen a very heavily needed break and just keep him in like the 6th or 7th inning coming in. Just for a little while, you know what I mean? Like give them time to kind of recover through the month of July here, so we don't burn them in July. And maybe we can even, if we can keep everybody healthy through August, then our bullpen's nice and rested going into September, October. A lot more rested. I think Enns got sent back down to AAA, but I could be wrong. But yeah, Enzo would probably be fine in a bullpen role. I don't think that's bad. I just don't like Enzo as a starter. That control was abysmal. Yeah, I think Montero's a starter, especially with if that changeup is actually what it looked like against the Rays yesterday. That's a really good pitch he's throwing. All right, back to work here against the top of the order: Diaz, Aranda, and Caballero. You know what's crazy? These guys have batted in to start off every inning that they've batted, like in the top of the first, the top of the third, and here we are in the top of the fifth, and it leads off 1, 2, 3. Isn't that crazy? We've been having trouble getting the top of this lineup out consistently. It's the first 6 guys. We just can't get them. We can't get them before they all bat. Yeah, I mean, those are probably some guys we hopefully could trade for. We'll see. And Diaz gets on. Yeah, another guy who gets another infield hit. It's 2 infield hits to Javi Baez today. Well, hopefully maybe we can get a ground ball here or something. Doubt it. This guy just keeps hitting nukes. Looks like every other inning the Rays get a run, so here comes another run for the Rays, it's looking like, unless the Tigers can actually field the ball again. Would the Tigers be the right answer? Maybe the Mariners, I guess. Is that a double play? Did they get them both? Did we get what the doctor ordered from Aranda? Look at that. I think we did. Hey. Oh, a line out double play. Spencer Torkelson with the U3DP. Pause. We'll never get Suarez, in my opinion. I think the Diamondbacks are 500 now. Like, that's why we should never do, like, stuff. Alex Bregman should have stayed. Alex Bregman should have came to the fucking Tigers like he was supposed to. Seattle's a really nice sleeper. I think Tampa Bay would be a good sleeper pick, and so would the Blue Jays. Yeah, Arizona's 45 and 46, dog. Ain't no fucking way they're selling. Atlanta might sell at 39 and 50. Kind of just depends how the next like 20 games go, or not even 20 games. The next like 22 games, 20 or like the next like 18 games go. Cleveland might be selling. Again, so many of these teams are so close. It's so Washington, if they have anybody, might sell. I don't know. Again, it's so weird. And then they get a strikeout. All right, nice job. Detroit gets a strand. They stranded out. They got the double play. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth. It's 2-1. Rays lead. Let's see if we can get back in it. Yeah, he was literally on. He was going to sign with the Tigers, and then the Red Sox offered him $40 million. So he called the Tigers and went, because I pretty much already had agreed to sign here, can you guys beat $40 million? And the Tigers went, oh, no, thank you. The Braves are not going to trade Acuna Jr., so that's retarded. Tampa might be buyers if we keep winning. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. The Dodgers are pretty injured. Yeah, Flaherty's doing fine. Flaherty isn't the problem. We just got to get some runs here. We never give him run support. Yeah, Dodgers have some injury problems. No, the Dodgers have already said they're not selling, or the Braves have. I could see the Braves maybe selling like 2 pitchers off. That's it. No, Joel, see, you saw something that said he could be traded, but those people are also retarded for saying that. When the Braves have very adamantly said they're not trading anybody, or they're not blowing their team up because they had an injured season this year. I don't know why people are talking about trade stuff with the Braves. The only player they might trade is maybe Chris Sale, because he's 36 years old. That's it. Like, if you want to go get 36-year-old Chris Sale, he's probably available for a fucking haul, because the Braves will rob your stupid team blind doing shit like that. Don't trade with them. Bad team to trade with. Let the desperate-ass Dodgers go get Chris Sale. And Chris Sale's arm will pop right off. Don't ever trade with a team like the Braves. They're evil as fuck. Just like how Charrington said they aren't going to trade Skeens. Yeah, and also we're not going to. Why would we trade for Skeens? Like, yeah, well, that the Pirates would trade him in like 3 or 4 years. They wouldn't trade him right now. That's a silly thing. Also, the Tigers would never trade for Skeens. You don't trade for players and positions that you develop really well. That's a stupid thing to do. You trade for positions and players that you can't develop. You don't just give away your team for a pitcher when your team just shits out Cy Young award-winning pitchers every decade. Gotta remember, guys, like the Tigers have like all-time great pitching for a very long run. Like it doesn't just start with Verlander. It's like, no, the Tigers just kind of get pitchers and develop them into like like I think at one point we had a starting rotation of 5 Cy Young Award winners that we developed and turned into those pitchers. 3-1. So again, it's just one of them things where it's like, I don't think we should. Oh no, I know, Mackenzie. I'm just saying in general for Tigers fans, we should never trade for a top flight pitcher. Zach McKinstry walks, especially not what it might cost to get a player like Skeens. That's not worth it. It never will be worth it. We literally have we have Scooball, and then we drafted it and developed Job into potentially a top pitcher when he's back from injury. Hey, Brent, I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea to draft like pitchers or to trade for a position like that. Here's Veerling with a walk or after a walk. Yeah, I don't think people understand how small the trades we're going to be making are going to happen. Like, we're going to go get, like, a fifth. Like, we don't need, like, a big arm. We don't need, like, a big name quality starter. We're going to go get, like, Mitch Keller, by the way. That's going to be, like, the type of player we go pick up. Yeah, I hope you guys are ready for that. And then, like, fucking Ryan McMahon from the fucking Rockies if we go get a bat. Don't think we're going to go spend money on some of these big names. Unless we can get Bregman. There's no reason to do any of that. Also, Bregman's just going to opt out at the end of this year anyway. We can just sign him, and I think that might be more worth it. I don't think anyone should, and maybe a bullpen arm because I don't know what's going on with Lang now. 2-1 here to Veerling. Nobody out. Runner at first. I don't know. We'll see what happens, though. Again, we still have about a month to go. A few more weeks before we really know who's going to be traded, who isn't. And again, you don't really want to give up a bunch of fucking prospects for a rental. Exactly. I think the Tigers are very stingy about those 3 guys that they just called up to Double-A. And teams are pretty much only going to want them. And not one player in the MLB is worth that trio of players. Everyone else, I don't really give a fuck. We'd trade them. I don't fucking whatever. I don't even really care if we trade guys like Jace Young for his players. Whatever. Hopefully he doesn't turn into a megastar. That would suck. Or like Jay Hen. Like guys like that, just get rid of them. Even fucking, we got to get rid of Colt Keith, but we can get like some unbelievable player back. Yeah, maybe. Even then, it's like, it's not fucking worth it. Especially now that Keith can hit the ball. Like, all right, this is what we were waiting for. He can hit fast pitching now. What a development. Veerling, I think, fouls it off, so it'll be 2-2. Yeah, they're all in Double-A. Yep, they got called up to Double-A. Clark McGonigal and Briseño were all called up. I think maybe another couple guys did as well, but I know those 3 did. I believe it's the Double-A All-Star break. And that'll be a ball, but I think McKinstry just stole or tried to. Did he get it? Yeah, he stole. Runner at second now. 3-2 count. Hoorah. I'm very excited for the trade deadline, though. I am excited to see what happens because, again, it is fun to talk. I just don't know who's or what's going to be traded. You know what I mean? It's so hard to figure out at this point. Because like a week ago, the Diamondbacks were a team I would have said, oh yeah, the Diamondbacks are trading. Now they're 500. You know what I mean? I don't think I want like as much as Aroldis Chapman would be nice. He's a choke artist, dude. Hasn't he blown like multiple huge playoff games for everybody he's pitched for? And Vierling gets hit by a pitch, his second time of the game getting hit. 2 on, nobody out. Here comes Javi B. Yeah, like I like Chapman. I'd rather fucking roll the dice on Mason Miller. See if the Athletics will give up Mason Miller and see if like that's the probably priciest trade I would make is maybe from the Fairbanks from the Tampa Bay Rays, the playoff team Tampa Bay Rays, Mackenzie. Vierling should charge a mound. He will cost too much power. Wait, what? I don't know what you mean by that, Bucks. Too bad for Vierling. Wouldn't be surprised if Worth were exchanged. I mean, it's an accident. He got hit. I don't think it was on purpose. Unless it was and there's a big fight. Yeah, well, I don't think the Rays are going to be trading. They're one of their star bullpen pieces. I think we can go get like a Mason Miller type. I know Mason has a higher ERA, but I think he had a bad start to the year, but he's been untouchable since then. It happens. Vierling crowds the fucking plate, dude. You notice it's only Matt Vierling that's been hit? Why would you hit Matt Vierling on purpose in this entire lineup? Of all the people to hit on purpose, it wouldn't be Matt Vierling. Matt Vierling stands on top of the plate, dude. Yeah, Mason Miller would be the like the idea player to go pick up, but that would be expensive. If we had to give up Burseño to get Mason Miller, I would probably do that trade. Like if we had to include one of the three, I would say, how about Burseño and Jace Young and a whole bunch of other guys that Max Anderson? How about you get a whole helping happy handful of our guys? Please give us Mason Miller. Oh my God, let us teach him how to throw a sweeper and a fucking changeup. We'll turn this son of a bitch into the nastiest pitcher you guys have ever seen. You imagine that asshole with the fucking sweeper that Chris Fetter teaches his pitchers? 0-2 count here on Baez. Hopefully he gets something. He struck out. But I also don't think the Athletics want to trade. But see, Mason Miller's like, he's only got like 2 years of eligibility, like 1 year of, he's very close to being no longer under team control, which is why I think he's a really good, but he's got like a year or two left. I think he's got 2 years left after this year. So it's like one of those things where it's like, they're probably going to trade him anyway in a couple of years. So maybe you can get him a couple of years early. 0-1 here to Keith with 1 away. Top of the order for Detroit. Maybe Keith can come through, get a little single here and tie the game up. Yeah, then you teach him how to throw a 3-finger change, and he's just a nasty fucking combo of pitches. Hell yeah, Keith drives it into left field. They're going to wave the runner home. Did he score? I think he did. I don't know what just happened, but I hope we scored a run at least. Hell yeah, we got a run in. All right. I think the guy's out at third, though. All right, it's 2-2 game. We tied this shit right up. Let's go. Everyone else got out, though, I think. The guy at second got, or the guy that was at first got out. I think Vierling's out. I can't tell. Here's Torres now with the runner at first and 2 away. 2-2 game here in the bottom of the 5th. All right, Glaber. All right, we got 2 runs. I feel a lot better about this game. Yeah, we got a couple runs off Pepio even. We got 2 hits off Pepio. About 3 walks, and we've scored 2 runs. We're figuring out. We're getting shit moving. A couple hit by pitches. Tiger scored mysterious ways. All right, so it was a single for Colt Keith. McKinstry scores. Vierling got out at third. Yeah. I wonder if Vierling missed the base or something. 2-1. Vierling, he's only given up 2 runs, 5 hits. He's doing pretty good. He's having a good start, I would say. I don't know how much longer he's got in this game because of the number of pitches he's thrown. Because it's kind of been I don't know. So you know how Flaherty's been this year. Even when he pitches good, it's kind of like oh. He missed third, tried for home. Oh, okay. He missed it. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes the descriptions for a play get pretty long. It's my favorite when they're like a 75 pitches player. He's got one more inning left. Okay. So hopefully, yeah, Flaherty can go full six. That'd be awesome. Maybe we get a run right here. Torres bats one out. 2-2. Little Torres, like unexpected Torres bomb. He's overdue. Little cheap shot in the right field. Ball three. It's 3-2. This is a much better at bat from Glaber. Thank you for not getting out on three pitches on your another one pitch. Both pitches will be at least through at 75 through 5, which is pretty crazy. They have the same pitch count. Pretty much the same game, which is crazy. Oh, Torres will get a base hit, actually. Runner will get over to third. First and third, 2 away. Here comes Riley Green. I think they're going to be doing a pitching change. No? Oh, never mind. I thought the Rays played like weird small ball. I thought they were going to just go get a guy. Yeah, Riley Green's due for a super hit right now. Come on, Riley, help us take the lead. Little base hit here. Double scores too, even. Nah, actually, Torres isn't that fast. Ah, damn, he threw a change up right down the middle. What's up, Jacob? How's it going? Nice to see you. Good luck against the Astros. Get out. Come on. Damn it. Well, that'll be a pop power fly out, rather. Well, Tigers tied up, though. 2-2. Top of the sixth coming up. 2-2 game here in the top half of the sixth inning. It'll be Lau, Kim, and Mangum due up. Tigers tied up here. It's 2-2. Only that would have got down. Yeah, he gave it a little ride, little flare. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go rip a dart a couple times. I'll be right back. Give me like a minute or two. Top six. Lau, Kim, and Mangum due up. I'm guessing Flaherty will take the mound for the last time. He's at 75 pitches, so. Top six, 2-2 game. Be right back. 1-2 count on Lau. I didn't even miss the out. Yeah, sometime closer to the season will probably be better, just so it's not like we make a bunch of predictions, then a bunch of people get hurt, and it's like, oh, that was a waste of time. You know what I mean? Because again, preseason, a lot can happen, you know? All right, my mic sounds pretty good. Yeah, mainly just because, again, I just don't trust them 3 games or 2 games or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, maybe. They should probably go better than 10-7. Their roster is still in like one of the best in the NFL by probably an aggressive amount. I like how some people are like saying the Vikings are like one of the best teams in the NFC and they don't even have a quarterback. It's like, well, what about their quarterback? JJ McCarthy's going to be good. It's like, yeah, okay. Like there are people that are hilariously more pro Vikings winning the division and like JJ McCarthy being good than the Lions just like not being able to recover from losing a coach. As if no team has ever been good after losing coordinators before. And no team's ever been good ever again after they lost their coordinators. It's an impossible thing. Every team always gets worse. 0-2 on Kim with 1 away. Who knows with the Dolphins? If they can stay healthy, they're a good team. It's just the health is the issue. Plus, they don't really play good in the cold. Eagles should repeat, but we'll see if they can pull it off. They kind of butchered their team again. I don't know why the fuck they do that after they win championships. They've done it twice now. It's the same thing they did last time. They blew half the team up, and I'm not really ever sure why the Eagles do. 13-4. That I see 12-5 for the Lions more realistically. But we'll see. I mean, that's the same record basically. Very hard schedule. A lot of road teams. 10-7 tells me you think they're going to lose all their road games against the good teams, which is like, oh, that's a dumb way to look at it. It's a very unfaithful fan. Personally, I have the Patriots winning like fucking 13 games this year. But I'm a real fan. Maybe. I don't know. Green Bay fucking blows, dude. That's a bad roster with a bad team. Like, Green Bay's a bad football team. I'm going to just say it. They're the worst team in the division, and that's very comfortable take. I think the Packers will finish last. I think the Bears will be the second best team in the division. I think the Bears put together a very good team, but it's going to take more than 1 year for them to be good together. Bears are going to be very good next year. I think they're going to be a very competent football team. Joel, go look at the Patriots schedule and tell me you only see 9 wins in that schedule. Go ahead. I don't know. Bucks should win some games, yeah. Jared Goff has never lost a regular season game to Patrick Mahomes. Torkelson, Perez, and Dingler. Yeah, Baltimore has to win it. I don't pick them anymore. John Harbaugh is kind of like a notorious choke artist at this point. I think is that Kenny Pickett will have a better season than Rodgers. I don't even think Kenny Pickett's going to play for anyone this year as a starter. How? Who is he going to be starting for? For the Steelers? I don't think so. Not over Rodgers. Yeah, I don't think he's going to play much there, B Major. And if he does, he's not going to play better than Aaron Rodgers. I think that's a bad take. But I guess it's a hot take, I suppose. I don't agree with it. But yeah, I mean, I don't think so. Everyone's acting like Aaron Rodgers played terrible at quarterback last year. He played better than 90% of quarterbacks in the NFL. What was he, 29-13 with 4,000 passing yards on the fucking Jets? And he played 14 games. No, that's a pretty solid season. It is very funny to see people pretending like he played bad last year. It's he played better than most quarterbacks ever play. That's like he played. He had like the best Bears quarterback season of all time last year. Isn't that hilarious? No, I don't know. I think Aaron's still good. It's just you have to wonder what the Steelers' offensive line looks like. Anyway, 0-1 here on Torque, Perez, and Dingler. Let's just hope we can take the lead. Yeah, hopefully. John is back coach. John's a good coach. He's not a playoff coach. Commanders? Not really. Commanders remind me a lot of the Texans. Jaden Daniels feels like a slightly faster version of CJ Stroud coming up. Quote me on this, by the way. Go ahead and do that, because I told everyone to quote me on my CJ Stroud take in the offseason when I said CJ Stroud was going to have a crazy regression. The Texans weren't going to be nowhere near as good, and everyone's going to really chill out. And you know what people did? Everyone said I was fucking crazy about CJ Stroud. Everyone said I was wrong about the regression coming for CJ Stroud. Was I wrong about CJ Stroud regression last year? Not even a little bit. Didn't even miss. I missed not even a single stroke on that CJ Stroud take. I fucking batted 1,000 on that one. And I feel the same way about the Commanders. I also don't really think Dan Quinn's that good of a head coach. 3-1. We'll see, though. The real question is if Jaden Daniels took advantage of the fact the league didn't really know how to play him yet. And we'll see if, because now the league will know how to play him. The thing that got Lamar longevity and made Lamar into who he is because once the league adjusted to like the rookie or younger version of Lamar, he threw the biggest curveball by becoming one of the best passers in the league. Torkelson will walk, that'll put a runner on. Like the fact that Jackson will rip you apart from the pocket so you can't just like make him stay there really fucks the whole thing up. That's what gave Lamar longevity. Now, for Jaden, the longevity will come if he can develop as a passer. He's already a pretty solid passer, but can he take the next step and actually be like a really effective pocket passer like Lamar? Because now they're going to hold him in the pocket this year, and that's where really a lot of these guys tend to fail. So we'll see. And again, I think Jaden's pretty solid, but we'll see if like now that the league kind of knows what to do with him after an offseason of planning, does he do the Lamar Jackson curveball and fuck everybody up this year? Because again, go watch second year Lamar, dude. That was the craziest plot twist of all time. He came out and was unstoppable passing the football, like scary good at throwing the ball. 1-1. Who is that? Gibbs. Mike Evans will pass the receiving record this year. I don't think so. If Bengals had a top 10 defense, they would probably go. Yeah, the defense needs to get better in Cincinnati if they want to win the Super Bowl. What's up, bro? What up, bro? What up, Mako? 1-2 on Perez. Daniels and Stroud. Oh yeah, I guess so. It's whatever about being a number one pick. Oh, they could go pretty far. Bills, who knows, or Bucks, who cares? Don't really care about the Bills. They're a choke artist team with a legacy of blowing it, so who cares? Maybe hot take, but I think Gibbs will have yeah, probably, Joel. That's not really a hot take. Lamar uses tight ends. Yeah, because his receivers suck. Lamar Jackson was very good, but they can, yeah, because his team sucks. They have a poor construction of their football team because of Harbaugh and the GM. Not much, man. How's it going? The problem is the Ravens don't really understand how to build a team. Ozzie Newsome didn't understand team building. What happened was Bill Belichick built his entire draft plan. He and this guy, his head coach at the time, Bill Belichick, when they were both on the Browns, they built this little team together. And they built like a future plan and what to do and all these things. And then when the Browns got sold to the Ravens, they fired Belichick, obviously, and then he stole everything. And that's sort of the reason why, like Ozzie Newsome hasn't ever been able to really build. And then like his GM can't really build a team. Like the guy, his like handpicked heir can't really build a team either, Eric DaCosta. Like it's just like they're like vaguely missing something. Yeah, that's why, because they steal. Like they don't actually know what they're doing. They just kind of try to rebuild their 0-0 Ravens team that Bill Belichick built. 3-2, and then they stole from him and fired him for enacting the plan that they dude, that's so obnoxious. Do you think it's crazy to take that I can see the Bucks go? Not really, I guess. I just don't really think they're that good. They don't really have a good defense. We'll see though. I guess KC falling apart, maybe they could be really good this year. You're gonna watch quarterback season 2 tonight. Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot that's a thing. Yeah, Bucks don't really have a good defense. Kind of similar situation to the Bengals. Ball one with one away. Perez flew out with a runner at first. We're in the bottom of the sixth of a tie 2-2 game. Yeah, again, I'm sorry if I'm being brief on NFL stuff. I just kind of myself I try to keep a little brief when we're covering baseball. One zero. If it was a football stream, I'd have more to say about stuff. I'm indifferent to KC. I just don't like Kansas City fans. We got Redick now. It was the same. Fight via and yeah, I don't know. It's just still not very good. We'll see if it's better than it was last year. And that'll be a double play. We'll head to the top of the seventh. Fuck. Well, that double play certainly got him probably another inning. Simpson, Caballero, and the catcher. 7-8-9 for the Rays. Top of the seventh. Coming on up. Chiefs fans aren't even the annoying ones. It's the Royals fans that are annoying. See, you guys don't like the Chiefs and their fans because they like to talk about winning. I don't like them because the Royals are fucking terrorists and their entire fan base deserves to be exiled from the sport of baseball for all the cheating they do with their fucking bullshit ass All-Star game voting. And how much they think they're so good despite, 2 good years in the last like 50 years of operations. I genuinely dislike that fucking fan base. And unfortunately for the Kansas City Chiefs, a team I'd have zero problem with. Really, I don't hate good teams. I think that's corny. I think it's cringe. I hate them because they win. What? You hate them because they do the thing that like they're supposed to do? I guess. I don't know. That's a weird reason to hate a team. I guess. I appreciate haters, I suppose, but I don't think it's I think it's cringe to just hate a team because they win a lot. Again, maybe I'm a little bit biased. Ignore the Patriots banner in the background there. I just find their fan base annoying. Like just a pure Chiefs fan, I got zero beef with that guy. Like a guy who likes the Chiefs and a guy who likes the fucking because they live in Oklahoma, so they're like a Chiefs fan and like they like the the Texas Rangers. That guy's a cool guy. I can talk about fandom. I can talk about dynasty with a guy like that. Again, I don't actually mind most Chiefs fans, but it's the ones that like both of them. Maybe the rare Chiefs fan that likes the Chiefs and they like the St. Louis Cardinals, even though that is very rare. Yeah, that guy, I can fuck with that guy. He's pretty fun. I hate him more because he's a St. Louis Cardinal fan than anything else. Again, I don't care about the Kansas City Chiefs. They don't bother me. They're a team that were so bad for so long. I actually I'm happy for them to win games, by the way. They're a historical. It's the same way I respect sort of historical teams. The Chiefs have been around for so long and been so goddamn awful for so long. It's kind of nice to see them actually turn into a good little franchise. Because again, for 50 straight years, dog, this was a dog shit. Like when you used to play Kansas City, you were like, all right, time to blow the Chiefs out by 1 billion points. They'd get like six or 7 wins a season, 3 of them against the division every year because they'd split, and then just kind of randomly beat some pretty shitty teams like the Jaguars or some shit, the Titans, maybe the Jets. Like that was like all their wins, dog. They were dog shit, dude, for my entire life. Similar story to no, it's the Chiefs. Yeah, they were like hilariously bad. Dude, you remember the year they didn't score a touchdown? Like they didn't. They had a year where they threw like the receivers scored 0 like they like somehow didn't score an offensive touchdown. I don't even remember what happened, but like They won like 4 games and they like fucking didn't score. Like they didn't throw a touchdown or some crazy fucking shit like that. I don't even know how it happened. Or like only their that'd be a 1-out single. Or like only their running backs caught touchdowns. Like it was and an error too. Cool, man. Nice. Javi has a nice error. I'm guessing. 2 infield singles and a third error and a third fuck up by Javi today. Runner to second on what should have been a routine ground out. Don't know what Baez is doing anymore. Just pure retardancy. He's had a bad game. I'd rather have Trey Sweeney out there. At least he doesn't fucking make mistakes in the field. It's late in the game. We should put fucking Sweeney in for a defensive replacement. Baez can't play the position anymore, I'm pretty sure. Oh, okay, it was a fielder. Oh, yeah, another throwing error by Javi. His third fuck up of the game. Runner at second, 1 away. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be the end for Flaherty with a bunch of lefties coming in. Jets fans? I feel bad for them people. Tommy Canley will come in. What are we cooking here? What is this? This is a devious plan. I hope it works. Tommy Canley will come in here in the top of the 7th with 1 away. Runner at second. Tigers need a couple quick outs. Maybe we can find them. Couple pop outs and we can get ourselves to the bottom of the 7th. Maybe score a run, take a lead. Yeah, but I mean, if you're a Jets fan, I mean, it's been like fucking 12 years since you made the playoffs. It's getting pretty ridiculous. Was there last year making it 2013? Like, I don't know. Like, there's a part of me that totally understands getting mad at your team. I do appreciate that every year Jets fans think they're actually going to do it, though. This is the year. But see, for some reason, yeah. Well, I mean, they made the playoffs in 2013, right? Like they went to the AFC Championship game, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe 2012. They went to the AFC Championship game. It was 2010. Was that the year that the franchise went to the playoffs? I know it was in the 2010s, like right at the beginning of it. I don't remember the exact year. 2010. Okay, that was right. Because I remember they went all the way to like the AFC Championship game with Mark Sanchez. It's just like, and then I believe Peyton Manning and then beat the fuck out of him. Who beat him in 2010? Was it who was that? Pittsburgh. That's right. That's right. Oh, it is the Steelers. Okay. Yeah, 2009 they lost to the Colts. 2010 they lost to the Steelers. Yep. And I believe the Steelers went on to lose to the Packers that year. Or was that the year the Steelers beat the Cardinals? And then they almost went back-to-back Super Bowls. I have such a bad memory of fucking early Super Bowls. The Steelers that was the Steelers Packers year. Yeah, and then the Packers won. Fuck, that's foul ball. Woo, thank God. 1-2. Tatis, the catcher, Thase. However you say this name. 1-2. Or the 9-hitter, the catcher. With a really tricky name to say. 1-2. 2-2. Yeah, he smoked that ball. Come on, TK. Let's try to put him away. Fouled away again. We'll have another 2-2. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Jets are a weird team. They probably should have kept Rex. But what they can't really be blamed for is the weird panic that happened in the AFC East. Really, if you're a Jets or a Dolphins fan, you really shouldn't feel any kind of like weirdness about your team's suffering during the Patriots era, because your teams fell victim to a really weird phenomenon that happens when a team becomes really good for multiple years, where you can have something happen in football. It happens mostly in football and like in sports, where one team becomes so dominant for so long and so like consistently that every couple of years the teams that play them the most, the division teams, like go through this weird process where like they'll fire a coach because they're not winning Super Bowls or competing with the team, and they'll recycle players, get rid of coaches, get rid of players, get rid of coaches, move, and they're constantly changing things because they think that's the best way to try to compete. Because if after 2 years your rebuild isn't keeping up with the Patriots, you got to rebuild it. And again, that was kind of like the curse that followed all three of those AFC East teams, because they kept firing promising coaches because they just wouldn't let the build take time. Buffalo quit doing it whenever, I think 2016, they just kind of went, fuck this. And they kind of like just waited it out and built a team. That's why they were so quick to recover. As soon as Brady was gone, they were good again. You know what I mean? Like they were there. 2-0. They didn't flinch on the change. Whereas like the Dolphins quit doing it. Now they kind of have like built a consistent thing. Things are developing. They actually are like giving things time to like work out. They're not like panic stressing, firing everybody every few seasons. Yeah, but like Nicholas, you guys went through like 10 head coaches from 2000 to like 2020 because like you just kept going through them because you never gave anyone time to like get their feet, like, you know what I mean? Like teams were constant. And again, it's not a shot at your teams. It's like an understandable situation. The only team that hasn't gotten over that is the fucking Jets, which means that it literally wasn't the Patriots' fault that they were a bad football team. They were just doing that. They were just dog shit for no reason. Whereas like because you can see the turnover. Yeah, bottom of the seventh, they got to fly out. They got out of the little 1-out double. Good job by Tommy Canley to come in and shut it down. Yeah, but like again, you fired him because he didn't win. You know what I mean? You keep fighting. Like, you see how the pattern works though, Nicholas? You had a good coach. You could have kept him, but you fired him because he didn't ultimately deliver what you needed, instead of just kind of waiting it out like a normal team would have that didn't have Tom Brady slugging shit out in that division. Again, it's a real thing that happens. If you don't believe me, I don't know what to tell you. Because again, the two teams that found stability are the two teams that stopped firing their coaches after 2 years. It's a really, really strange phenomenon. Tom Brady talks about this, by the way. Like when I heard Brady finally talk about that, I was like, I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew that the stability, the hyper consistency of the Patriots created super inconsistent, like super instability within in the division. It's yeah. You said a Zinda pitch now for Pepio. Yeah, see, McDermott might get fired because of playoff performance. That's a whole different thing than like you're firing fucking McDermott because he can't compete with Belichick. You see the difference? Like that's like a weird thing that would happen after 2 years, and it was crazy to consistently see it. Oh, maybe we can get a little bit to this guy. That'd be helpful. Maybe we score a couple runs, get a little run, a little offense, get a little offense on the catwalk. On the catwalk. Scattered T-storms tomorrow. That's not good. I don't know if McDermott will last longer, though, if they keep losing the playoffs. Yeah. Either way, we're in the bottom of the seventh. McKinstry, Vierling, and Baez for the Tigers. I'm going to go grab a little bit more soda to finish out the game. I'll be right back. Bottom 7. Oh, 2-1. All right. Good start. Good start to the AB. Should get a nice pitch here for McKinstry. Maybe give a little ride. All right, Nicholas. You have a good day, man. You have a good rest of the night. It was nice chatting with you, man. As always, nice chatting with you. Hopefully, yeah, we'll get a stream figured out. Take it easy. Let's hope something happens here, Mackenzie. I hope he is. At some point, I hope they get him in there. 3-1. Or did he officially get in somehow? McKinstry walks. 1 on, nobody out. Or 1 on. Oh, McKinstry was the leadoff hitter. All right, leadoff walk. We got the leadoff man on. Now for the Guardians want to tee off. I don't understand. Hey, that's fine. Guardians winning is good for us only because Houston was starting to get a lot of wins there. Oh, damn, you have to go to football camp next week, Joel? Well, at least the All-Star break isn't really that great. Like, you missed kind of like the home run. I guess you, I don't know. You don't really miss. You can always watch replays and highlights and shit. And you guys don't have TVs at football camp, like where people would want to watch the All-Star stuff? I'm sure somebody will be watching the All-Star game. 0-1. It is football camp. Oh, you can't bring phones? Ah, damn, that sucks. That's about a bitch. Well, at least it's just the All-Star game you're missing. 1-2. What's up, Allison? You're good. You won your softball game? Nice. Congratulations. 13-10. That's a good score. Congrats on the win. Congrats on a big win. 1-2. Pick off attempt at first. Hopefully nothing going. A 1-2 count for Matty V, the 8 hitter in the lineup. Runners at first. Nobody out. Yeah, very good win. Gave up a lot of runs, though, but that's all right. A way to win. Ball 2, 2-2. Looks like that second pitch probably shouldn't have been called a ball. Either way, 2-2. Oh, damn it, he's out. 1 away, Veerling pops out, or flies out, I guess. Here's Baez now with 1 away and a runner at first. Maybe. You never know. But yeah, most likely some high school guy. He likes taking high school prep bats. It's kind of like his like weakness in a pick. Here's Baez. 0-1. Fouled away. Come on, Javi. Find a bell. Find a fence. Smack the shit out of this so fucking McKinstry can score. We don't need a home run. We just need a ball to the fence. If we can get a double, McKinstry probably scores. Swing and strike. McKinstry takes off. Did he steal the base again? Hey, that's the second steal of the game. McKinstry has his 13th steal of the year, his second of the game. Now we just need a base hit, Javi. Just one single. It's 0-2. It was probably a blown hit and run. Come on, Javi. Wild pitch. That'll get the runner most likely over to third. Because that was a really wild fucking pitch. No? Oh, he stays over at second. 1-2. The Marlins are hot right now. Marlins keep winning. Oh, they're up 7-1 right now. Sheesh. 2-1. Another ball in the dirt. How about just 3 straight? How about a wild pitch and a wild pitch and we score? That'd be awesome. Win just like we did 2 days ago. That'd be pretty cool. I take luck. 2-2. Runner at second, 2 away. Or 1 away, rather. Fuck. I think Baez popped out. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Baez flies out. Oh, no, I think we're out at third. That's a double play. Or did he beat it? Damn, if only we could have gotten into third already. McKinstry gets over to third, 2 away, though. We need a hit from Colt Keith. Can he come through again? He's already got 1 big RBI. He drove in the tying run earlier. Maybe he can drive in the go-ahead run, standing at third. Will Colt Keith come through for the Tigers one more time? For the 2 times. The Class A wild pitch just made us stronger in the 10th. Yeah, hopefully we just get another wild pitch here. That way the pressure comes off our young team. Oh, shit, I think Keith just homered. It's the Colt Keith game. He destroys the fucking Rays pitching. He went like 4 for 5 yesterday, and then Colt Keith just fucking smoked a home run to right center to give us a 4-2 lead here in the bottom of the 7th, his 8th of the year. I think his second in fucking... I think he homered yesterday, too. Colt Keith with the 3 RBI game. Hell yeah, dude. All right, we can't get rid of Colt Keith. He's going to have to be the DH now. We're just going to have to deal with the bad defense. I think he's become one of them kind of guys. They got you fired up? Hell yeah, Z-Pure. They should, man. Colt Keith just fucking drove a go-ahead 2-run home run in the bottom of the 7th. Somebody every day. It's someone different every day. Let's go get number 59, boys. Let's finish this game out now. Let's hope Kane can come out in the 8th, shut her down, get Vest out in the 9th. Maybe they have to share the 8th and whatever. Who cares? Let's try to get this dub now. Pitch it, shut it down, play some strong defense, and get to 59. Let's see if we can pull her out. Torres up with 2 away. Yeah, he went 3 for 4 in homer. Today he's 2 for 3 with a homer. What a fucking couple game run for Colt Keith. That's his full name is Colt Regard, by the way. That's what Colt is short for. I'm pretty sure anyway. That's just what I choose to. And Torres struck out. What a rough game. All right, well, we'll head to the top of the 8th. Tigers now take their first lead of the night here in the bottom of the 7th. Tigers go up 4-2. They never quit. Top 8. Aranda, Caminero, and Lau. Oh, boy. This is a tough part of the lineup. If we can get them in order here, then we don't have to face anyone really too difficult in the bottom of the 9 or top 9. Let's just hope we get these guys. Aranda's the tricky one. He's 2 for 3 today. He smoked us with a homer. I'll be right back. I'm going to go rip the rest of my dart. I'll be right back, all right? Should be like a minute. 1 sec. All right, I'm back. Oh shit, it's really dark in here. 1 away for Caminero. Aren't they pitching to Caminero? It's got to freeze. Yeah, I should probably. Oh, apparently, Colt Keith hasn't shaved in a while, and now he can't because his razor broke. So now he's stuck with a beard. And you know how baseball, dude, baseball is so. He might be saved at first. We got to be toward the top of the league in the allowed infield singles, dude. Unless we got that guy. Did we get him? Oh, he's out. Okay. 2 down now, it looks like. All right, they got him. 2 down. All right, they got Caminero. Here's Lau now with 2 away. I don't know what happened. It froze. Let me try refreshing. Oh, yeah, okay, it works. That worked. 2-0 to Lau. But see, Joe, we took the lead with the light off, so I got to kind of keep the light down. It is what it is. Ball 3. God damn it. Throw a strike, dude. 2 down here in the top of the 8th. It's a 4-2 game. Tigers have a nice little lead. They're trying to protect it here and get to the bottom of the 8th. Maybe add a couple more. Call it strike 1. Call it strike 2. Yeah, it's pretty close. That was a that probably should have been that was a missed no call. Did they get the third? All right, they get the third out of the inning. It looks like. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Really nice appearance. It looks like for Tyler Holton by the looks of it. Nice job. Another nice outing from Tyler Holton, who's been lights out as of late. Green, Torque, and Perez due up here in the bottom of the 8th. Hopefully, this is the last time we see the Tigers bat tonight. Let's hope. Hopefully, I don't want to see him again. Ugh. Yeah, I guess it'll be Vest in the 9th unless we take a lead. Yeah, Holton pitching good is very important for us. He should be our best left-handed lineup. Basically. No Vest. Green, Torque, and Perez, though. Let's see if we can get some more insurance runs. I guess we did just use Vest last night for some reason. Yeah, I was going to say Vest probably isn't available, which is probably why we shouldn't have used him in a 4-run game. No, it's all right, though. Lee's been lights out. Lee's been very, very good. Plus, it's I think a series of hitters that aren't the most dangerous in their lineup. They're good hitters. They're just not the most dangerous ones there. Save for pinch hitting, of course. I don't really know who's on their bench still. Green, Torque, and Perez. Eric Orze is in the pitch. Right-handed pitcher. Maybe Riley Green hits a little dinger here. A little green bomb. Little blast to give us a 5-2 lead. Green bomb? Question mark? Question mark? Exclamation point. You remember when Torkelson's OPS fell to like fucking 7 something because he couldn't hit the ball again? He's all the way back up to 840 OPS. That's fucking crazy. I think it's because all he does now is hit doubles and home runs. His slugging percentage has got to be in the 6s at this rate. Or very like medium to high 5s, like 500 range. Because it feels like almost all of his hits anymore are just doubles and home runs. He's at 40 extra base hits this year. Like between the doubles and homers. And he can't have more than 100 hits. Yeah, he's an extreme, like he's a very big power hitter, and that's kind of what we took. That's why we took him 101. 2-2. Because you could probably look, it's like 42 doubles, it's like 42 extra base hits, and he's probably got like 110 hits, if that. He literally might be at 80 hits, which is would put it, half his balls are slugged. He doesn't hit a lot of singles. 3-2. Green struck out, went away. Here's Torque. He has a homer in this game. Speak of the devil. Homer, a walk, a strikeout. Pretty standard Torque day by the swing of it. Maybe he has a second one in him. Ball 1. Solo home run way back in the 4th inning for Torque. Off Pepio. Fouled away, it's 1-1. Fouled away, it's 1-2. Are you ready for the summer? If I'm anybody in the AL, I would be... Yeah, I wouldn't want to play the Tigers. They pitch well. They are annoying at the plate. The one thing you can get is, though, they're a young team, so you can kind of take advantage of that. Ball 2, 2-2, 1 away. Bottom of the 8th, 4-2 Tigers trying to add to a 4-2 lead over the Rays. Can they do so? In a world. Yeah, the teams in the playoffs are usually going to be pretty good. Except for Cleveland last year. I don't know how we lost to them. That was embarrassing as fuck. Three, 2. I still think the World Series would have been way better last year if it was Dodgers versus Tigers. Like the inevitable team versus the fucking little team of destiny. That would have been such a fun World Series. Yeah, we're up by 2, Brent. 4-2 game. Colt Keith hit a 2-run homer. Torkelson will walk. That'll bring up Perez with 1 away. Little Perez bomb. Little blast here. Little pencil push. Wenzel's pencils. What's up, Jonathan? How's it going? We're in the bottom of the 8th here for anyone just tuning in. Bottom 8, 1 away. Runner at first, that's Torque. The batter is Perez. Pitcher Orz or Orze. 4-2 Tigers lead. Tigers up by 2. It's 4-2. Yeah, likes are doing pretty good tonight. Appreciate it. Let's see what Mr. Wenzel can do here. Does he push one out? Or just get a base? Yeah, keep the inning going, if they say. By the way, it's 1-1. He's had a tough game. He's over for 3. He's due for a little single here. Based on what would be his oh, never mind, he's hitting 254. Thought it said 354. He is due. 2-1. They owe him a hit, really. Reimbursing your currency. 3-1. And that'll be ball 4. 2 on, 1 away. And there'll be a mound visit. I don't know if they're going to pull the pitcher. Dylan Dingler, the hitter now, with 2 on and 1 out. Yeah, I'm fine with a walk. Get on in some way. That's the idea. Yeah, really good at bat. And you get a walk out of it in the end, which is great. Bum, bum, bum. Done. Clap, clap. Do 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 do. Marlins up 10-1. Jeez, they're smoking on the Reds. All right, we're back underway here. It looks like they're just doing a chat. 2 on, 1 out for Dingler. He's well due for a big hit. He's kind of been struggling at the plate as of late. Swinging a strike. Or swinging strike 1. What's up, Kenny? Dingler's super due. Yeah, Keith's been great. Especially against the Rays these last 2 games. Really, the last month or so, he's just been on a mission. Tearing the cover off it. Nice to see he's finally catching up to fast pitches. Yeah, the thing with Keith, the issue with Keith has always sort of been this weird issue that Colt Keith can't hit by pitch. Bases loaded now after Dingler gets hit. Here's Zach McKinstry with the bases loaded 1 away. With McKinstry, the issue has been or with the Keith, the issue was he couldn't catch up to fast pitching. He was getting beat on fast, hard velocity. And now he's great. Dingler's hurt, I guess. Got hit in the head. Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like he got hit up in the head area. Great. Fucking that's a 3rd guy tonight. Tomorrow we gotta hit one of their bitch ass pitchers. One of these bitch ass Rays players. Gotta wear one. They gotta smoke a Ronda. Time for a Rhonda to wear a pitch. Who, Keith? Maybe. I think so. They have Naito, I think, in the minors. I think Dingler's fine, though. It looks like he's still at first. By the way, catchers are usually okay to get hit up in the dome area. They're used to fucking fast heat hitting them up in the fucking head. Junior is now fucking in the all game, not Zach. They put Junior Caminero in over Zach. Ugh. Man, they just don't want to put McKinstry in the All-Star game. Fouled away, it's 0-2. Guess McKinstry just isn't going to be an All-Star. Don't know what else he's got to do. Yeah, hopefully he hits his salami just to fucking make sure the people who voted for the other guy know what a mistake they've made. Come on, McKinstry. Pride and Joy CMU. Give it a ride. You've been like the catalyst of us getting back into this game. Took Bregman's spot. That makes... McKinstry struck out. 2 away. Yeah, that's not great. All right, here's Vierling. He's been hit twice in this game. Really weird that we've been hit 3 times in this game. I don't know what the hell's up the Rays at. All right, let's see what Matty V can do. Maybe he has a base hitting him. Top 8, 4-2 Tiger, or bottom 8, 4-2 Tigers lead. They're trying to add at least maybe a couple runs here to ensure there's a 2-run lead here. 0-2 quickly. They got us. And we'll head to the top of the 9th. It'll be 4-2. Let's see if the Tigers can get a save. Tigers just refuse to hit, man. They just refuse to hit with the bases loaded, I suppose. Just 2 strikeouts. Bang, bang. Well, all right. Top 9. Let's hope that's all she needs. Let's hope that's all she wrote. Kim, Mangum, and Simpson do up here in the top half of the 9th inning. I'm surprised that they weren't. I don't think it's on purpose. All right, looks like Will Vest is in. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I think I don't think it was on purpose. Guardian shelling Hunter Brown for 5 runs in 2 innings was something Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad you guys are beating up Hunter Brown because it helps out Tarek Skubal. You guys are really helping us out here tonight, Max. Thank you very much. We appreciate it here in Detroit for your efforts. Took the second pitch down the middle, then I feel like it would have been 8-2. Maybe, but you know, it is what it is. Vierling's still kind of warming up to some extent. He didn't have a preseason or much of one, if any. Hopefully we can just kind of run through the bottom half of this, or the middle bottom part of the lineup. What is it? 6, 7, 8, or 5, 6, 7. Let's hope we can get them. Leave the check at the door. Yeah, true. Need some runs. See if we can find them. Or need some outs. Forget it's the top of the 9th now. Yeah, Dodgers they're losing again. Damn, they are down 3-1. That's crazy. Top 9, 5, 6, and 7 here against Will Vest, the Tigers closer. And they pick up a 2nd straight win against the Rays. We'll see it. Let's see what happens. 0-1 to Kim. Thanks for putting up with this feed. Very cool for those of us without cable and live on YouTube. Hey, Dave. Hold on, I'll help you out, buddy. You seem like a pretty nice guy. You can go to thetvapp.to, theTVAPP.to, and you can click on it just like I'm showing you. And there's no pop-ups, as you can see. It's just, you just press play. And they get a strikeout, 1 away. All right, nice start by Vest. Here's now Mangum with 1 away. Nice job to start with a strike. I'm about to drop the link for you, bud. You can also just go directly to this link, press play, and you'll have a way to watch. Just kind of memorize the name of the site. Leave a like on the way out if you don't mind. Appreciate it. But now you can watch the games without having cable and actually see the game. And see a lot of other stuff. That site works really good for all TV. Enjoy. 1-1, fouled away. Yes, exactly, Mackenzie. Oh, leave the chat. Oh, okay, you were talking to Max. I was like, oh. 1-1. Can we get the second out of the inning? That'd be pretty nice. 1-2, fouled away. Uh-oh. Damn, that looks like it's going to be a hit. Oh, no, it was a foul ball. Woo. It was laced down the line. That was rather close. Yeah, let's hope for a strikeout or a pop out. See my vest. Here's my vest. Here we go, Vest. Here we go. Need Vest to shut it down. Yeah, I think everyone wants it. Plus, not even just for the run total. It's just because we need the win. I think that's a strikeout. I think there's 2 away. Or a line out. One of the two. And that'll be a strikeout on a foul tip. 2 down here. Now 2 down in the top of the ninth. Tigers lead by 2. They're trying to get Simpson for the final out of the inning. He's a tough out. He's a pesky fucking guy who gets on a lot. Got on. 1 on, 2 out. Here's Caballero. Hopefully we can get this guy out and get out of the game. Yeah, that guy's a fucking cheat code, Simpson. He gets on a lot. Very high batting average, low slug. He hits a lot of singles. All right, here's Caballero. Hopefully we get him. What, did he fucking steal before the ball was even thrown? Did they even get a pitch in and he stole the base? Or is it he probably pitched one, it just isn't registering? What's up, Tanner? Yeah, very fast. All right, now he's at second. I'm not really sure how the fuck he got down there, though. This fucking stupid thing always breaks on shit like that. That's really annoying. Oh, of course, it just unfroze. It's 2-1 here now. Okay, now we got to count. 2-2. Foul ball. Yeah, he got to second on indifference. They threw a ball and he just took off. Runner at second, 2 away here with the 2-2 count on Caballero. And he strikes out swinging. There we go. GG's to the GG's to the Rays fans. All right. Now I can turn on the light. Oh yeah, we're 59-34, just one singular win away from hitting 60 wins before the All-Star break. Kind of a crazy thing to be happening. Yeah, another big win. GG's. We just won a another series. We'll take the series. They're letting Lang rest. Yeah, he had some lat pain in his shoulder again, which is fine. Yeah, we're 1 win away from 60, Joel. What a good win. 1 win, 1 game away from the lucky 60. Yep. Hey, we didn't win 60 till like August last year. Now we can get it before July 10th, which is pretty crazy. Hell yeah, Brent. It's always all right. Yeah, very good game. Very relentless win. Yeah, I would say that's a good way to put it. They never give up. They kind of stay in the game, even if they don't start off the greatest. They kind of edged it out and come to it. Vest picks up his 15th of the year. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Vest is becoming competent. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that, Dave. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Very kind, very kind. I don't really have a ton here. Colt Keith, the hero of the game with 3 RBIs. He drove in a run in the 5th to tie the game up. Then in the 7th, he hit the go-ahead game-winning 2-run homer. See you next time, Dave. We'll probably be live again tomorrow. I don't unless I'm busy, but I should be live. Tigers won like 104 and 84, somewhere around there, maybe 101. Dodgers down 4, yes sir. Yeah, this is a very gritty team, Mackenzie, 100%. Yeah, look at that. We only had 4 hits, but we walked 6 times and had 2 guys that got hit by pitches, so that kind of makes up for it. Yes, sir. We play the series finale versus the Rays tomorrow afternoon at 1:00. So we'll take the series. We get our revenge on the Rays, and we're the best team in the league. What a way to end the game. That was pretty much it. We didn't really do much else. Torque had a solo homer too, so that's all the offense really. No one else really did anything. We struck out a lot. We struck out 10 times. Pitching was unbelievable. Great job by Flaherty. Though he wasn't able to get a win, he went 6 1/3, gave up just 7 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 8 Ks, got his ERA down to 4.7. Canely came in, pitched great. Holton, another phenomenal strong inning on his rebound. Canely back under 3 for the ERA. And Vest came in, got his 15th save of the year, struck out 3, just K'd the side. Real good. Yeah, Posh, have a great night. Who's pitching tomorrow? I have no idea. Casey Mize? I'm hoping so, Dylan. 100 wins would be pretty cool. They'd have to end this. They'd have to get to like 70 at the end of this month, which would be pretty crazy. To have a real shot at it. Olsen? Oh, it's Olsen tomorrow? Okay. Cool. It's either Olsen or Mize. I couldn't remember. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? Apparently their pitcher has given up 24 homers last year. Or this year already. The Rays pitcher tomorrow. Hey, maybe we can pull off a sweep tomorrow. All right. That's 5 wins in a row for the Tigers, everybody. Have a good night, everybody. Take it quite easy. I'm going to get going here. I've got some other stuff I want to do tonight. So, y'all have a great rest of the night. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in. It was a fun ass stream. Thank you for all the likes. Thanks for hanging out. Nice to see the Tigers get a big old win. I don't really have much else to say. It's kind of like we wrapped everything up. Pitching was great. Defense was strong. Offense did just enough to win. And that's how you keep winning games, even if you don't do a ton and you're kind of at the plate. You know, there's ways to win the game. Mainly, you got to rely on the strong pitching. Yeah, as always, let's go Tigers. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to get out of here. As always, it's go Lions, go Patriots, and of course, it's always go Tigers, especially when we win yet another series. We go to 59 and 34 for 25 games over 500, and 5-game winning streak. 1 win away from 60. So it looks like we're going to not only be the first team to 30, 40, and 50 wins, it looks like we can now add, we may be the first team to 60 wins under our belt. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully we add that to our repertoire tomorrow afternoon. Bye-bye. Have a great rest of your evening. Go Tigers.